Alright, so hey scouts, welcome back to my channel. So today, by the title, we're doing another big video, but this one is a giant haul. I have a huge ass bag here that doesn't even fit in the frame. Yeah, basically I went shopping. They were having like this exclusive shopping sale at the bookstore like Indigo where I live, and I had like 30% off the entire purchase. So I went a little crazy, and by a little I mean a lot crazy. So now I have all these books here. But that's good because now I have a book haul and I'm actually so excited. All the books that I got, I'm so excited to read. They like stocked up that night, so there were so many like goodies. I just kept picking up everything. I couldn't stop. I just kept like, you know, grab. I have a problem. I know. If you guys didn't see, I did vlog going there. I will leave the vlog in the description bar below so you guys can watch me like book shop and all that. I love book shopping. It's my favorite thing. Someone once said to me, do I actually read or do I just pretend to read? And I'm like, why would I spend money on books just to pretend to read? That just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I literally have a huge shelf here with books. And anyways, I was just like, what? But I'm excited to show you guys these books. But yeah, we're just gonna get into it and show you guys the stack that we have. I'm gonna take everything out of this huge bag. It's so heavy. They had to give me like a kid's indigo bag because I had so many books. So yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let's take everything out. Ugh. Nice. These are all the books that I got. Surprise, surprise. I know that's a lot. Alright, so I kind of switched spots where I was, so if it looks different, that's why. I just moved over a little bit, but let's get into these books. I'm so excited. Alright, so the first two books here we have are actually a part of the series. I actually read the first book already, but I got these off of Amazon, so I just thought I would add these. The first book I have here on the shelf, I'm just gonna grab it. It is called the Good Girls series. This is the first book. It's called Where Good Girls Go to Die. This was so good, and it's short, so you kind of go through it very fast. But this one was so good. This one's about her brother's best friend, and they like meet later down the years, like 4 years later, I think, like after she like leaves town. So that's what happens in this one. So I had to get the other two to kind of like complete the series and to read it. I think you can read these like as standalones if you wanted to, but it is like a whole series just so you have it. But yeah, each book is about different characters. They obviously all kind of intertwine together, so it kind of makes sense to read it like the first one and then kind of like it eases you into the other characters. But again, I think you can read these as standalones. It's definitely up to you and up to your preference. But yeah, I just got these so I can finish the series and I need to read it. Like I said, they're very short, so they don't take very long to get through. I think these took me like half a day to read the first book, so I'll be reading these ones. But this one, oh, by the way, these are by Holly Renee. I didn't even say that. This one's called Where Bad Boys Are Ruined and Where Bad Girls Go to Fall. I honestly don't know which one's the second or third one, but if you go online, you can definitely find out. All I know is that Where Good Girls Go to Die is the first one. So yeah, that's what we have here. Also, if anyone knows, most of my books are like romance books. That's pretty much all I read. If it doesn't have a little bit of romance in it, I'm probably not going to read it. Yeah, that's just my type of thing. So the next one we have here is the Crazy Rich Asians trilogy. Wow, trilogy. Wow. Yeah, you would know I read English. I read Trilogy. If you guys have not seen the movie, you need to go see it. I was obsessed with the movie, and I was like, they're not gonna make a second and third one because that's like what they have in the series. So I was like, I'm gonna have to read it because I have to find out what happens. I wanted to read the books, so I got the whole why do I keep saying trilogy? So yeah, I'm excited to read this because I love the movie so much, and everyone said the book's better. Of course, the book's usually always better, so yeah, I had to pick this up. I'm excited to read this, and it's so much cheaper when you get it all in a pack, and that's my excuse for getting all of them. Yeah, I got this one. I'm excited. Alright, so the next one we have here is by Christian Higgins. It's a novel, Pack Up the Moon. This one's actually a sad ass book, guys. I was reading the back of it and I was like, this is gonna cause me pain, but it's fine. I don't think anything can break me more than 1,000 Boy Kisses did, but we have this. But this one is about Joshua and Lauren. They're like I think they're they're a newlywed couple, so they're really in love, like they're newlyweds and all that. But this isn't a spoiler because it's on the back of the book. I honestly don't know anything about these books. I'm giving you guys the information that I know because literally I haven't read any of them. But yeah, basically, Lauren finds out that she's dying. Like, hello? Heartbreak? Yes, I'm going to actually, I'm gonna bawl my eyes out in this. So she finds out she's dying, and it's like a very fast like disease that she has, so she doesn't have a long time. And so she ends up writing her husband Joshua letters for the first year that she's gone. And it's just basically kind of like she wants him to live his life because he's kind of like, I don't know what I'm going to do without you. Like, my whole life was you. And she's like, no, like, you can't do that. So she writes him a letter for each month of the first year that she's gone. Kind of like getting him out of his like comfort shell and kind of just, she wants him to experience life without her. And I'm just like, that's gonna crush me. Like, I don't think I can handle another. I'm literally feeling sad thinking about reading this. But yeah, she makes him like letters, and she wants him to go do all this stuff and like meet someone else, and I'm just like so that's what we have here. I'm really excited, but I'm really scared because I feel like this is gonna make me so sad. I just know it. So that's what we have here. So yeah. Alright, so the next we have is the Authenticity Project by Claire Pooley. This one, okay, there's a little bit of romance in it, but this one's more like a realistic book. It's kind of like more about self-connection and kind of like finding yourself, and also about other people and learning about other people and being more yourself. I honestly didn't want to read too much about this, but I don't even know how to explain it. I just read like the information on it, and I was like, okay, this looks good. It's about this guy. Okay, I'm confused. Basically, the Authenticity Project is like a funny, heartbreaking, and painfully true to life book. I don't know, but yeah, it's more like a realistic, like kind of not in fantasy land. I feel like that's how to explain it. It's like, but there's love included in it. There's heartbreak. There's love. There's family. There's forgiveness. It's kind of just like, it opens your eyes up. It's like one of those books that kind of shows, like, you know what, this is how, I don't even know how to explain it. When I read it, I will talk more about it if you guys want me to do, like, a recommendations book. If I like it, I will definitely recommend it, but, yeah, I don't really know much about this book. It's just more, like, of a realistic kind of, like, you know, finding yourself type of book, I guess. I don't know. So the next one we have here is The Love Proof by Madeline Henry. And this one, guys, I'm excited to read this one. This one is a kind of like a right person, wrong timing book. So there's two main characters. What are their names? Two main characters' names are Jake and Sophie. So they meet in college at Yale, and they instantly have like this deep connection, and they quickly like get into a relationship really quickly, and they just fall for each other really hardly. But Sophie, the main character, she kind of finds herself getting too lost in the relationship, and she doesn't focus on her schoolwork or her studies. So I think it's kind of like one of those things where she like breaks up with it. I honestly don't really know. That's just what I'm going off of from reading it. I think they like take a break, and it's like that right person, wrong timing, and it's like that back and forth kind of going in and out of the relationship, and like trying to find their way to each other. But like she's busy, she's trying to find her schoolwork, but like it's like one of those, I don't know, it says it's like a fascinating story about how love opens up to remarkable possibilities of the universe. I don't know. I'm excited. If anyone has read this though, let me know. But all the stuff on the back, like they were on like the USA bestsellers authors and all that. So I'm like, okay, this book has to be good, right? Yeah, so I'm excited. Everyone says it's everyone. Why do I keep saying everyone says it's good? The other authors that have read this book have said it's good. Yeah, okay. The next one we have here is by Christina Laura, and it's The Soulmate Equation. I feel like everyone, like literally everyone has read this. I'm kind of late on it, but I saw it at the store and I was like, it's on sale, I'm gonna pick it up. I honestly don't really know what this one is about. I don't want to really read the back, just because when I see books on TikTok and stuff, I don't really like to read the back or read spoilers of it, because I feel like that it's literally everywhere and it kind of ruins the book. So for this one, I just haven't done that. I'm just kind of like, this is going to be a surprise for me. All I know is it's a love story. I don't know what it's about, but we have this one here, so I'm excited. The next one we have here is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Again, same thing. I saw this on TikTok and I was like, everyone said it was good. Everyone's like, if they recommend a book, it's this one. I have no idea what it's about. I think she's like famous or something. I honestly don't know what this one's about. I didn't want to read the back of it because I didn't want it to like spoil it. So this one's kind of like one of those surprise books again for me. So I will see how this one is, but everyone said it's good. Sometimes they don't have the best recommendations, so hopefully it's good and I'm not disappointed. But we have this one here. The next one we have here is a Cuban Cuban Girl's Guide to Tea and Tomorrows by Laura Taylor Namely. That was a lot of words, but the cover was so cute. I hate when they do like these little stickers because it makes you think you can peel it off, but you can't. I don't know why that bothers me, but it does. But basically this one is about main character Lala. She has like her whole life planned and everything. She had like a boyfriend and she was like, she just basically, she had her life planned. She knew it was gonna happen and all that, but she ended up having like mental health struggles. And her parents were kind of like, okay, you know what, you're struggling a lot, so we're gonna send you out to, where did they send her out? To England for 3 months, because they're like, okay, maybe this will help you getting away from home, kind of like just start a fresh start basically, just for a couple months. So she ends up going there and she meets Orion, I think that's his name. It's the other main character in the book, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna help you get out of this funk. I'm gonna help you with your mental health. Like, I want to like be a positive person in your life. And he's like, I'll also be like your tour guide. So they end up hanging out for those 3 months, and guess what happened? They obviously fall in love. I mean, it's a romance, like, you know they're gonna fall in love, right? So that's what this one's about. So she ends up going to England and meeting this guy, and I'm like, I want to go to England and meet a guy. Like, oh my god, if I met someone, like, if I fell in love with someone who was English, I would literally just, like, stare at them and listen to their voice and be like, I'm in love with you. Yeah, that's how I feel. We have a couple more books left here. I think this is it, and then that's it. It seemed like that was so much books, but I went through it so quick. It's because I don't know what they're about, so I can't give you guys, like, detailed versions of it. I'm giving you guys the information that I know. So the next one we have here is The Paris Connection by Lorraine Brown. This one I'm so excited for. So basically the main character, her name is Hannah. Her and her boyfriend Simon are they were like set out in Amsterdam for his sister's wedding. Basically she has a boyfriend, okay, and they end up going on separate trains to like go to his sister's wedding. She ends up getting lost. She doesn't know where the hell she's going, and so she's kind of stranded in like the middle of nowhere. So she ends up in Paris, stranded by herself, doesn't know where to go, doesn't know where her boyfriend is. Like, basically she just doesn't know where anyone is. I think she lost her stuff too, so she's literally on her own. But she ends up meeting this guy named Leo in Paris, and so they get kind of stuck together. I don't know if it's like I don't know. I think it's like a kind of like a hate, like an enemies, not like an enemies, but he like blames her for like bothering her, I guess. I don't know, honestly. I don't know what happens, but it's kind of like a mini enemies to lovers. Not really. I don't even know how to explain it. But they end up spending time together, and they end up falling in love. And I don't know what happens to her boyfriend though, because she's in a relationship. But yeah, she ends up spending the day with Leo, and they like, I don't know. So we'll see what happens with this one, but that's what we have here. The next one we have here is A Holly Jolly Diwali by Sonia Lally. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I'm so excited for this one. I love like ethnic and just like multicultural and just like, I just love books like that because I feel like we don't have enough of like different culture books out there. I feel like they're very like, you guys know what I mean. They're not very diverse. That's the word I was looking for. We don't have like very diverse books. I feel like there's a couple, but there's not a lot. So there's this one here. But this one is about Nikki. She is a very practical person, and she knows like what she wants. She's always been like very like, she's family oriented obviously, but she always felt like she's like stuck at home taking care of her family. Like, she's very much prioritized them in her life. And her friend is getting married in India, so she's like, you know what, I'm gonna go to her wedding. And she's like, she's tired of being practical, so she's like, you know what, I'm going. She books a last minute flight. She ends up in India, and she ends up going to like her friend's wedding and stuff. And she ends up meeting this guy. I think his name is Sam. Yeah, his name's Sam. Or Samir. Sam. His nickname's Sam, I guess. But yeah, she ends up meeting him, and he helps her find her, like, kind of like her way, and gets in touch with like her passionate and creative side, because she's very like, okay, this is how it's supposed to be, this is how life's supposed to be, and he's like, you know what, no, we have to have fun, life is about enjoying it and all that. So that's what this is about. I'm very excited. Like I said, I love like more diverse books. We definitely need more of it, so I'm very excited to read this. I've read a couple of books like this and I love them, so I'm very excited to read this. 3 more books here and then we're almost done the haul. Okay, next book we have here is Accidentally Engaged by Farah Heron. I'm so excited for this book, you guys. Again, this is more like of a diverse book. Well, compared to other books that I read, you know, when I say diverse, I mean it's more like open. There's more culture to it. It's not, you guys know what I mean, right? Right. But yeah, this one is about the main character, Rena. She comes from a Muslim family, and her dad, her whole family is just kind of like, when are you getting married? Like, that's just kind of how it is. They're like, listen, you need to get married soon. Like, you're getting old, you're running out of time. And she's kind of like, what? Like, what? Like, she's kind of like, leave me alone. So she ends up meeting this guy. His name is Nadim, I believe so. But he actually works for her dad. And she's like, no, I'm not going for anyone that's like works for my dad. Like, that's off limits. But her parents just keep like kind of like getting her business. So I think she ends up actually, like, this is a fake engagement, fake dating trope, which I'm not a huge fake dating trope, but like if you do it the right way, I love it. So I'm excited for this. Also, like, hello, like I'm so excited. Like, I'm Muslim, so like I love like books like this. So I'm very excited to like read this and see what happens. But yeah, we have this here. Alright, so next we have here is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I honestly don't really know what this one's about. Yeah, I honestly don't know what this one's about. I think it's like high school. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's I think they were like childhood friends. But I don't know if they I honestly don't know, guys, but they end up meeting. This one, I actually don't know what it's about. Yeah, no, I have no idea. But I'm excited. It's a romance. I'm going to take this sticker off because it's already peeling. And it's bothering me. That's so satisfying when you just take a sticker off. Yeah, I don't know what this one's about, but it's called Better Than the Movies. So we have this here. The last book here, the final and last one. That was a lot of books, but I'm excited. This one's called The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory. I believe that's how you say it. She's also written The Proposal. I think that one's a very popular book. But this one, this one's a fake dating one. Again, another fake dating trope. Basically, these two strangers kind of meet in an elevator, and he ends up asking, the main character's name is, what is his name? Drew. And he ends up asking the other main character, Alexa, to be his fake wedding date for his ex-girlfriend's wedding. Yeah, anyways, so they end up going to the wedding together as each other's dates, because he's like, I'm not going alone to my ex's wedding. She's gonna think I'm like miserable. So they end up going, and they end up really like hitting it off and stuff. But they actually live really far away from each other. I think one of them lives in LA and another one lives in Boston. I don't know. They live in separate places. So they're trying to kind of like get it together, and I don't know. So it's like a fake dating, and they want it to work, but they live far away and all that. So I'm excited to see what this one is about. And the cover, these covers are just so cute. I literally love them. This just makes me want to buy the book alone. So that's what we have here. But guys, that was all the books here. I need to reorganize my shelf now, which I'm so excited to. I love getting new books and then reorganizing my shelves. I'm definitely like that type of person that color coordinates it. I know people hate that, but I like love it. My OCD screams at me to do that. So yeah, but okay, let's reorganize my shelf with me. I don't know which one, the first one, but we're gonna do this. Okay, we're gonna reorganize my shelf with my new books. I'm excited. Okay, we're gonna move this. Okay, we got the I get to unwrap this. I love unwrapping new books. I'm literally... Should I take it out of the sleeve or keep it in the sleeve? I feel like it's nice when you keep it in the sleeve, right? Right. That's a lot of color going on. Okay, I like how that looks. Alright, so all my books are organized. I definitely am running out of space, but it makes me so happy to see the bookshelf is fuller. yeah, I like how it looks. Maybe I'll probably reorganize it again. I don't know if I'm feeling the color coding anymore, but you know what? It's there for now. So we have that. But that was the book video. If you guys have any recommendations for me, comment them down below because I would love to hear them. Again, I like romances. I'm a sucker for them. But I hope you guys liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you like me, subscribe down below. I love y'all. Don't forget to love yourself. Until next time, I'll see y'all later. Peace out, scouts. Bye.